not adjust your screens. We didn't flip this. But be very scared. Flirty's driving.
Woo woo! At first I was like, what are you talking about? So it is
Penny
date day.
I haven't done one of these in a while.
And we decided to bring the dogs, so wherever we end up.
The dogs are here.
Chicote,
Hey.
Foxy.
There they are. There's Chicote.
So we're gonna do the
Back it
penny
up.
date. So I did a poll
Back it up.
on my personal Facebook page.
Hey, back it up. No, they're hams. They're worse
Hey.
than I am.
Back up.
They're worse than I am.
So I did a poll on my personal Facebook page, and the number we got was 6er.
6.
And then it was a tie between home and downtown. So we're gonna start from your work. That's
Okay.
kind of like the mid-ground. And so the way the penny date works is you need a penny, of course. Pick a number between 1 and 10. So ours is 6. And then you're gonna flip the coin 6 times. Heads is left, right is tails,
Sure.
or whatever
way
you want.
choose.
And then wherever we end up, we go. So first flip is a right, say, and you're 6, so you're gonna go 6 stops, right? No. You're gonna go 1 stop right.
First stop sign or stop light, you take a right.
Then the second stop is whatever you flip the coin. So say it's another right. So then you're gonna go through 2 lights and then take another right. And then you're gonna do that until you get 6. So your number 6 is a light. If it's a neighborhood, then it has to be the next. And you just go wherever you end up and you make a date.
Explore. Yeah, if you're in a residential area, we try to find something closer.
Yeah. So we are going to go start this adventure and we'll let you know where we end up.
Hope it's fun.
I'm so excited.
We're so excited. Okay, no singing, no singing. Where are we?
We're at a park called Ellum Park,
It's a
or
sta-
the Hobbit Park.
So, yeah, it's I've never been here before.
Yeah, they just barely opened this back up to the public about a year ago. So we'll show you around and do some voiceover through it to let you know what it is. But I'm excited because there's peacocks.
She likes peacocks.
That's really cool.
Ellum Park etiquettes. Use quiet voices. Walk your bicycles. Look and take pictures, but don't touch. What were you saying, Flirty?
And the light shineth in the darkness. Ellum Park Drive. But look how little cute that little gazebo is.
It's got its own little fireplace.
Yeah. I wonder if it was like a little gathering area. Like a coffee house.
Looks like we're coming up on the main lodge. Look.
Oh, look, there's a turkey. Gobble, 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 gobble. So pretty.
Here's the turkey. So you have to imagine the water. It's a little bit chilly out to get the plumbing going, I'm sure.
Pretty creative.
Very much so. That one has an address. Somebody, actually all these have
So do you know the premise of this whole area?
No.
So there's this doctor, his name is Dr. George Ellum. And basically he helped families, from my understanding, who had sick people, sick children, sick family members, and they needed a place to stay. And so he built all of these like little cabins and places for people to come stay while their doctors or while their kids or family members were being treated. Okay, let's go. That would be cool to go in. I bet it's haunted.
Somebody got as far as the window. Now, most of the Sugar House residents know Ellum Park as Hobbitville. But to the residents who actually live in the private community, it's simply Ellum Park, a private community that is falling victim to an ongoing rumor. The rumor came that dwarves lived in the private community due to the small architecture within the park. But actually, it was established as a bird sanctuary in 1931 by Dr. George Allen and his wife, Ruth Larson Allen. Dr. Allen started to collect old houses that had been built elsewhere and had outlived their usefulness. He had them trucked across town and installed on new foundations on the property east of the main house. During the 1940s, he'd acquire a number of old employee houses that had been built by Kennecott Copper predecessor company in a town on the west side of Salt Lake.
Flirty.
His daughter Mary Rose says that she believes that the house mover was a patient of her father's who couldn't pay his bills, so he'd move the little houses in here in exchange. She said she'd wake up one morning and see another house coming down the driveway. Now, those little houses were cobbled together in pairs to create duplexes. Some fit together, some didn't. It made a very odd combination. A little bit more inside these. Sure was.
A kiddie pool.
Yeah. We got benches and look, they got a little bird house over there for. I have a feeling Dr. Allen really loved birds.
Me too.
I wish at least one of these didn't have the fence and keep us out. I'd like to go up and look in one of these. is a lot bigger than I thought from looking on the outside. In 1847, the first party of the Mormon pioneers entered the Salt Lake Valley through what we now know as the Emigration Canyon. Tradition holds that this is where Brigham Young first viewed the valley unobstructed and said, "This is the right place, drive on." Early 1800 buildings boom prompted the extraction of red and white sandstone in Emigration Canyon. An electric railway system was installed in 1907 to meet the high demands. Wonder what's down that well. How many ghosts are in that one? Dr. Allen named 4 of the buildings after his children. There was the Mary Rose, the Roberta, the George Albert, and the Sally Ann. A 5th building that began life as a gas station he named Ethelene. When Dr. Allen died in 1961, his wife Ruth took over the management of the property. This is where the next phase of the history of it. Flirty's mom seemed to remember that it was a hippie commune. And by 1970s, when college student Larry Warren moved in, the birds were gone, the visitor's welcome sign had come down, and the place was already showing signs of neglect. And at that time, as I said, Ellum Park wasn't known for its hobbits, but for its hippies. Larry would say, "I know my neighbor was a big pothead. There was always plumes of pot smoke in my neighborhood." I'm sure they've done some maintenance on it until it probably just exceeded.
Oh, there's another one. No.
Foxy the mighty squirrel hunter. Ever vigilant, on the lookout for a squirrel she'll never catch.
All the houses that has a different bird than the neighbor.
Or a different animal. I saw some with deer. What are you thinking right now, Foxy? So this must be like a, probably was a light, you know, cords hanging out of this pipe, but let's see. Oh, it is explained.
So as you walk through the quiet paths of Ellum Park, you find dozens of concrete monuments insist with mosaic art. Dr. Allen created these in his latter years and shares passion for poetry with his visitors. According to his daughter Mary Rose, so that sign back there that said Mary Rose is his daughter, and her mother Ruth would find discarded tile in the local tile store dumpsters and bring it home for her husband to create this art. Interesting.
Neat. See, there's a young man with a fishing pole. Let's see. This is what Flirty was mentioning before. Each one of these house placards has a different picture. She was thinking it's birds, but I think it's just random art from Dr. Allen. What happened to the rest of the birdie?
There's a squirrel. A squirrel! Squirrel!
See, she understands English. Or just remembers where she saw it. But this is like in the urban section of Salt Lake. One of the thing about Salt Lake is they call it Salt Lake City, but this thing is expansive. So, as you can see, they made a little bird sanctuary in the city as well. Some different birds you can see while you're walking around. It's a little chilly out. Something tells me that one started out upright and shifting has changed it. Summer or winter day or night, the woods are an ever new delight. You are nearer God's heart in a garden than any place else on earth. You know, on this one here, I think you probably should have said knowledge comes and goes, because as I get older, I may not be as smart, but wisdom lingers.
You heard it there, people. Welcome to Utah. It's snowing.
Thank you guys for coming on this walk with us. It's very peaceful. It's probably, like I was saying before, everything around it is urban. So this is a really nice, peaceful spot to just get away.
I want to come when it's nighttime.
Nighttime? Ooh, one of the haunted spots of Utah. We'll do some research and see if that's the case. But for now, thank you. Look forward to joining our next adventure.
Rock on from
Flirty!
Flirty! And a little bit dirty dogs.
Thanks, guys.